BBC Television brings you the World Cup from Mexico, a festival of football from a fascinating and colourful country. The English, Northern Irish and Scottish football teams are in Mexico to compete in football's greatest event and experience life in the host country.
Last time I was in Spain in '82, the late Jock Stein didn't allow me in the sun due to my fair skin and my ginger hair because I'd been burned up. So I think I'll be getting probably the same instructions against Alex Ferguson. So I don't think I'll be doing much sightseeing.
They have a few tours planned, you know. Everything has to be organised. You know, players can't just say, well, some want to do this, some want to do that. So if the majority of players want to go touring, I think they'll do that. Or, you know, just play tennis, lie down by the pool, you know, get a nice tan, whatever.
I don't really know much about Mexico City, but I'm sure we'll be able to get out and about. And you said to me earlier on, the girls are quite nice, so I'm single. So the rest of the lads will have to stay in. So I'll be all right.
The players from our three teams have a tough schedule, but they may get some time off.
Obviously we'll try and do as much sightseeing as we can, but purely we're there to play football. Perhaps later on in the tournament we can see the Aztec Stadium when the finals are being played. Hopefully we'll be there.
You know, the security guards around the hotel, and when we go out as a coach party, and I'm sure they'll have might have one or two places of interest for us to go to.
Yeah, I think from what Bobby Robson said, I don't think we'll get too much spare time. We'll be training all the time. But no, I don't think there's too much to see in the country, but obviously it's nice to get out and about now and again just to see what the countryside is like.
The Mexican countryside reveals the history of the nation. In the jungles of southeastern Mexico are the ruins of the great Mayan civilization, which flourished from 200 to 900 AD in great cities like Palenque, when Britain was still in the Dark Ages. In the 14th century, the Aztec Empire came to prominence. The Aztecs worshipped the sun and believed it would die each night without the gift of blood given in human sacrifice, performed on large pyramids, which dominate the Mexican landscape of today.
The pyramids are supposed to be a sight to see. We was planned to see those last trip, but we was caught in a big thunderstorm, so we didn't go. So possibly this time, I think it'd be well worth seeing.
In the Mexico of today, traces of ancient and mysterious Indian rituals can still be seen. In 1521, the Spanish conquered Mexico, changing the face of the country with their Roman Catholicism and building their colonial capital of Mexico City, making it one of the biggest cities in the world at a time when New York was just a collection of shacks. Mexico today has many large cities, 9 of which play host to the World Cup. For their first-round matches, the English play in the northeastern industrial city of Monterrey with a population of 3 million. Monterrey, about an hour's drive south from the border with the United States, has average temperatures in the 90s.
In Monterrey, I haven't got a clue what's there, as the majority of the rest of the lads, I would imagine. But I wouldn't know that. I think basically when we go to Monterrey, we're going to be there to play football and concentrate on playing football. And therefore, the relaxation side would be spent resting the body, really, than gallivanting out and sightseeing, really.
The Scottish team play their first-round matches in the town of Nezahualcóyotl, a sprawling slum suburb 10 miles east of Mexico City, with a population of 3 million. Their other venue is the Spanish colonial town of Querétaro.
We arrive on the 1st of June. Our first game's on the 4th, and then our next is the 8th and the 13th. Fortunately, I mean, in terms of allocating time off, it's going to be difficult because they're going to need their rest before games and in between games.
Northern Ireland play their first-round matches in Mexico's second city, Guadalajara, 350 miles northwest of Mexico City. Guadalajara is Mexico's fastest-growing city with a population of 3 million people.
Well, we're going to be in Guadalajara for most of the time. unless we qualify for the next stages. And then we don't really know. We could be going to Mexico City or Querétaro. But, I mean, we're just looking forward to being in Guadalajara.
Being weeks away from home in a foreign land can lead to homesickness, even for professional footballers.
You miss the family and you miss the kids, but I think at the end of it, if you come home with a World Cup winners' medal, it's all worth it.
It's not easy to be away for, 5, 6, 7 weeks, maybe, and be working and training really hard and being very dedicated. But at the end of the day, we just hope it'll all be worthwhile. And
at home, my wife's expecting the baby in July, so my thoughts would be with her most of the time. And I've left a little girl for the first time. She's 3 when I'm away, so I miss her birthday as well. So I suppose there will be a bit of homesickness there, but it's all worth it.
5 weeks away from home is a long time, but as I say, there's a great spirit in the squad. There's not anybody looking after themselves. Everybody's out with the one aim in mind, and that's obviously going to help us. A lot of the boys possibly haven't been away for such a long time before. I'm one of them. I was away for 3 weeks once, and it was quite hard and quite long, but you've just got to combat these things.
I'm sure we'll spare a thought for those back home, and they'll be keeping their fingers crossed for us. But when it gets down to business, there'll only be one thought in our minds, and that's to win the games.
As our 3 home teams prepare to take to the pitches in the opening rounds, what are their hopes?
And Robson, and now I think Robson has scored for England.
The one thing I'm pleased about is that we've got the 2 European, teams in Portugal and Poland who are going to be our main threat. Or so everybody keeps telling me.
Hoddle! Oh, I say, he's done it again.
Doesn't matter who you're playing, the elements are all against you for a start, because the altitude and the heat is going to be a problem for us.
The one thing that we're bad at is saying we're going to do well and not doing well. We don't seem to get that right.
McClelland looking for Whiteside. Yes, Whiteside scores.
Like I said, the last time we were out in Spain and we did so well, I thought it was great for Northern Ireland because it brought everybody close together and it was a great boost for the whole country. I think even like the grandmothers and grandfathers were getting excited, watching us playing out there. Let's hope it's the same this time around.
Well, obviously we think we can beat every single one of them.
You're not just playing for yourself or your teammates, you're playing for your whole nation.
Nobody gave us an earthly in Spain. We got to the quarter-final, 1 game off the semi-final.
We achieved something that all the politicians in Northern Ireland couldn't do.
We should do very well.
We're just hoping that we can be successful and do a good job for the country.
It's the biggest experience of my life. I'm not going to go there and not enjoy it.
I think we'll probably go and win it or something.
There's nothing better to look forward to than this competition.
The World Cup finals from Mexico starting on Saturday on BBC One.